Assalamualaikum and good day to Madam Fariha and everyone that watched this video. I am Indah Sakina binti Nahar Anwar, metric number 272280 with my friends Azira, Atika, Aisha and Izni will present the group project for English Proficiency Iii. The project situation given is graduates are having difficulties in paying back their loan. While this may not be viewed as a crisis, it certainly poses a problem. For example, PTPTN defaulters owe 39 billion ringgit in outstanding repayment. Nonetheless, there are some potential solutions to this issue, such as a way to solve this problem. We come up with a few solutions and our solution is concept-based. I will start our presentation with problem statement. There are many difficulties that people have to face after they graduate from universities or college. One of the problem is to pay back their loan. Undeniably, the PTPTN loan is one of the most generous government education loan scheme available in Malaysia today. With the flat interest rate of 1% only, students are benefiting from exceptionally low repayment amounts compared to other available education loans such as bank, whose interest rate are significantly higher. Moreover, the PTPTN is a rolling fund. If nobody's paid back, then there will not be any cash to pass on the next batch of students wanting to study in university, which they themselves and their parents cannot afford. Thus, by not paying back PTPTN loans, we continually shrink the supplementing of money students use mostly to deal with their student tuition costs and cost of living while studying. Hence, the problem stated needs to be solved immediately so people, especially from lower and middle income families, can learn from PTPTN to help fund their studies. That's all from me. I will pass our presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
In order to overcome the problem that I've stated from my friend, the idea that has probability to meet the solution is by using money from account 2 from Employment Provident Fund, which is EPF, to cover their payments for a set time of period. The EPF has been urged to allow them, for those who did not finish their study yet, can withdraw from this account to enable them to pay the loan for PTPTN. By this concept, it can help all borrowers regardless of whether they have graduated or not to settle their financial obligation. Next solution, we recommend PTPTN to set up or standardize all the amount of payments to pay back their loans. In this way, PTPTN can set up the amount or rate for unemployed or employed borrowers to pay back their loans in a year. For example, PTPTN standardize that unemployed borrower have to pay at least 500 per year, and for employed borrower, they have to pay at least 1,500 per year. Moreover, PTPTN also can standardize or set up the time for a borrower to pay back their loan. So in this case, by hook or by crook, the borrowers must pay the loan in the time of PTPTN has set up for every borrower. We find that borrower will apply for other loans such as housing loan, personal loan, and others. So, they can't apply the other loans if they didn't even pay for the PTPTN. Also, the PTPTN also can set up this as one of a condition in applying the loans. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Atika binti Ibrahim. My matric number 267993. Today, I would like to talk about the description of the concept for paying loan, like PTPTN. First, my point is deduction from the EPF. That means we know that EPF have two accounts. First account we can deduct when we reach age 55 years old. For the second account, it can be in my view, it can be deduct our loan like PTPTN by deduction when we work. We open the file for deduction the salary. That's mean we can also include for the payment for the PTPTN. Standardize the payment. That means standardize the payment for the anti-credit student that not have the full-time works. That means they need to have the money. No matter what, they must have a job. Even though a part-time job, they can have a saving year by year, day by day or year by year. For that means they can saving the money and pay the PTPTN in a year in a lump sum. Collect the money for their daily life. They can deduct some of the saving, some of the money of during the part-time. Lastly, give the exactly period of time for the payment. That means when mostly after they get finish their study, they graduate, they like to buy the luxury things, that luxury car that not suitable for them to. They can buy the car, but it is suitable for second hand or for the normal car. That means that for Myvi, Viva or Azia, not for that Toyota, Honda and others. And the graduate, they also the best way, even though to ensure that they pay the loan, we can block them to go for the overseas. That means they will struggle to pay the money, even though they will struggle to pay the money, to ensure that they have a freedom. That means when they realize that they cannot do anything without paying the money loan for PTPTN, because when they have the record in the system that they did not pay the PTPTN, and PTPTN when they pay the PTPTN, they can go anywhere because the record is clean. That means the record for the PTPTN has clean for they can book a ticket flight to go anywhere that they want to go. In addition, the graduate, they mostly like spending the money that for their own personal financing debt. That's when they in in order they know that they have already have a loan for the PTPTN, they adding their loan by like Zika, like I said before, and they also make another loan for wedding, like example for wedding, and this is make they burning of their self by adding loan. It means when they have a lot of loan that need to pay, that means they realize that day by day the loan increase by it may increase day by increase. It burn themselves. That means for in my advice, they when they finish their study and graduate, they can do part-time job while waiting for the permanent job. In addition, when they finish their payment for the loan of PTPTN only, then next they can decide on their own to make another loan. So they did not feel that every month they have to pay car loan, PTPTN loan, personal loan for personal loan. That's mean the salary them only can enough for their daily life. That's all. That's all from my view. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Azira binti Kausin. My metric number 269896. Today, I'm going to explain about how we use our concept to solve PTPTN loan problem. We divided into two categories, which are employed and unemployed. From the view, we can see that for employed, we will deduct from their salary or EPF. So, they can segregate between home expense and their payment for PTPTN loan. In this era, we can see that people who graduate from university do not have any job or stable job after they graduate. We assuming that they got another job, such as Grab driver, doing a business from home, and others. So they can earn 50 ringgit for each week. The reason why the unemployed need to save 50 ringgit for each week because we synchronize the amount of paying loan of PTPTN is RM 200 ringgit. So both party can have a win-win situation. After I show you about how we analyze our concept, we can see that the both party have a win-win situation. So, what is the advantage of the concept? From the view, we can see that the advantage of the concept is number one, increase the financial security, which means when they getting older, they can have many money that they can save beside of paying loan. Number two, we can reduce our stress from paying loan. And third, we can be a role model to our children. Thank you.
Our project is actually to suggest solution for graduates to pay back their loan. So the conclusion is this concept helps graduates fairly whether they are employed or unemployed. It also teaches them in budgeting their money. For employed, they can divide their money into separated expenses so that their money can be managed well. While for unemployed, this concept will encourage them to earn money fastly. In addition, as mentioned in Alexis' concept before, this concept helps with ways and tips how to plan and arrange money to pay the loan.